Okay, for all you target individuals and victims of satellite weapons and electronic harassment, you guys have to be aware of your surroundings and just be hydrated and and be very cautious of what you do, man, because we are under attack by satellite weapons, and I've given you a lot of information. You can go on my website and take a look at the www. A New American Crisis at Weebly.com. You can check out www.targetedjustice.com. You can check out paxinternational.com. You can check out icaact.org. There's a whole bunch of www.stopthecrime.net, I believe. Dr. John Hall, Dr. Robert Duncan on YouTube. Jesse Ventura, the governor, a Navy SEAL. Look up those informations look up the piece of information on on YouTube, and you will see a lot of information that's out there. On these weapons. The last I heard, I talked to Mr. Richard Lighthouse, who was a former NSA operative for NASA. He told me that there is, for every satellite they have, they can watch 300,000 people, and they have 9 weapons mounted to each satellite above to watch us. So the whole name of the game, folks, is they cause this virus because they cause us scare because they want to quarantine us in the house, because we have, what do we have in our houses? We have Wi-Fi networks that keep track of our TVs, our phones, our every gadget that we have. It consolidates everything into one, so that way we can know where everybody's coming from. That's what they're trying to get. They're trying to get data, okay? But at the same token, they're watching us above on a satellite. They can see everything we're doing, guys. I mean, this fucking weapon penetrates wood, concrete, asphalt, mud, dirt, water. It penetrates everything, folks, and it'll cause death. It'll cause shortness of breath. It'll cause heart attacks. It'll cause skin laceration. It'll cause blindness. It'll cause headaches, trauma. It'll cause ringing in the ears. And if you don't believe me, look up the Miami doctor who treated the diplomats from the Cuba. Same concept, but what's I don't understand about that fucking thing, folks, is look, they've been attacking me for almost fucking 20 fucking years, and other Americans too. If you don't believe me, look at www.targetedjustice.com. They have people in there that have been targeted every goddamn day. Those diplomats that were in Cuba were only targeted for maybe 3 or 4 weeks, folks. And the fucking doctor from Miami went in and they took a look at this guy. Oh, this guy is mentally fucked up. For the damage he sustained while he was in Cuba for 3 or 4 weeks. Come on, man. We're getting fucking hit every goddamn day by the fucking FBI and all these intel agencies, and they're ignoring the crime, folks. And I want to talk about the targetedjustice.com. Targetedjustice.com. If you look at their websites, go into the legal action what they've taken. These people are there's people that are professional experts, that are doctors, lawyers, psychologists, former NSA operatives, former FBI operatives, former CIA operatives, and these people got together, man. They're meeting of the minds, and they filed a lawsuit in Houston Western District Court, federal court, and the district attorney there does not want to hear the case because they're all involved in the fucking conspiracy, man. There's not one fucking good case that can get us in there to shut this goddamn thing down. We need somebody like Senator Frank Church. Frank Church, back in 1975, if you look at your history books and look at Wikipedia, or you can Google it. Back in 1975, Frank Church got a bunch of badasses together. He said, okay, we're going to meet with the minds. We're going to go infiltrate the FBI, the CIA, NSA. We need to find out what the fuck's going on. So they had these guys undercover. Okay, they were covert operators. Went into the fucking CIA, went into the FBI, went into the NSA, covert, undercover, and were fucking investigating the fucking abuses that were doing among Americans. That's what we need to happen in this country, folks. I can't stress it anymore. We need some kind of action in that way to keep track of what's going on and start indicting motherfuckers. That's what needs to happen so we can clarify and create justice in this country. If not, we're just going to be carnivores attacking each other. And the sad thing about it is that I've been implanted. They're reading my mind. They're broadcasting my mind. So you people out there that think targeting TIs and artificial intelligence is cool, it's not cool, man. I'm telling you right now. If you have artificial intelligence that can read your mind, you're broadcasting information to society and to the government in which they have no concern. First of all, they know what the fuck you're doing. They know where you're going. They know every move you go, whether you go to Starbucks, whether you go to McDonald's, whether you go to Whataburger, where you go to the grocery store. They know what you get. They're following you. They're tracking. They're tracking you. They're creating databases about you so that they know what to fucking do, know how to get you. Okay. You don't want to be implanted. You don't want them to read your mind because they know where you're at and they can attack you. Okay, zoom in and attack you. They know you've been to the doctor, so we're gonna fuck him up. We're gonna fuck the doctor up so he can lose his license. Okay, and that's what the FBI is doing. They're trying to kill me because I have a federal court, a federal civil rights court case against the FBI, against the DOD, the Navy, the DVA, the United States Department of Justice. You know, and some heavy guys that were involved in the conspiracy, folks. And all we're asking is for justice. We're not asking for a goddamn thing. We're asking for fucking freedom to be restored here, you know, just like every other American. We don't want, we are trying to protect the Fourth Amendment constitutional rights. Folks, if we allow the government to invade our privacy like they've done to me, they're going to do that to everybody else, including your children that are coming up in the future. They're going to implant, they're going to track them, and they're going to do that without your consent. You don't want that to happen, folks. We want some kind of credibility. We want the courts to say, you know what? This is not fucking right. It's illegal what you guys have done. Correct the fucking problem and get it over with. But they're stalling the case out, folks. They shut the fucking Fifth Circuit Court down. They don't want to hear the case. But we're waiting. Like I said, I'm in the United States Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals. The case number is 19-51131. You can look it up. Benavides versus William Barr, ETAL. It's got all the idiots listed there, and they're liable, folks. That's all we're asking is freedom to be restored, and to have some kind of justice here, because it's not fair what they're doing, and they are attacking us with satellites, breaching our security. I mean, folks, look at, if you look back at history. In 1950, satellites were first put into space by Russia. Ronald Reagan came in and passed this fucking Star Wars fucking creating. And then it became, what happened? There was no war. There was no missile launch. So they fucking reversed the fucking psychology on us and started using it against Americans. And so from 1950 to this current day, there's a lot of fucking years that went by. These weapons that they put on these fucking satellites are incredible, folks. Okay? These weapons are microwave operative, operating off of Gwyn Tower smartphones and electronic devices to track you and torch you. Okay? And they're programs to make symptoms of certain things, so you can go to the doctor, charge your insurance company to go to the doctor. They bill you, they take an organ to kill you or something. They'll fuck you up. And I know that because I was a radiology technician. Okay, folks, you got pain. They don't know where it's at. They're gonna put you in a fucking CT scan, what I call the oven, and they're gonna fucking cook you. And if you don't believe me, look up Chuck Norris, man. Chuck Norris's wife on YouTube. What did they do there? They almost killed her ass on gadolinium. It was stuff they injected into her, and they put her in the fucking oven, and they were cooking her fucking organs. You know, until he got smart enough and say, "Wait a minute, what the fuck are you guys doing?" Send her blood off to a pathologist. They found out all this fucking poison in her system. They were killing her, and that's what they're doing to a lot of Americans, folks. And it takes people like Chuck Norris to go and investigate this. You know, it takes some people. It takes whistleblowers to come out. I mean, Dr. Robert Duncan, ex-CIA operative, folks. He's on Facebook. Go look him up. Read his books. He blew the whistle on all this stuff, man. He created the weapon. It got out of control. Now the fucking corporations have it. And the reason why the feds got the corporations involved, because they didn't want the full responsibility of what was going on. Because they knew that once a committee was established, like Senator Frank Church back in 1975, they would crumble. Okay? They can't be trusted. That's what's going on here, folks. Be vigilant. Drink a lot of water. Like I said, your blood is made out of 75% water. Not made out of 75% coffee, tea, beer, wine. It's made out of 75% water. In order to create red blood cells, you have to have water to replenish that and create new red blood cells, okay? A lot of green vegetables are important. Make sure that you especially wash the vegetables now, because what's going on. Eat a lot of vegetables, especially green vegetables. It's very important you do that. What can I say? If you have any kind of pain, discomfort, use an anti-inflammatory, which is ibuprofen. Ibuprofen is a good anti-inflammatory. Your antipyretic is going to be Tylenol. Tylenol is a good antipyretic medication for all you vet or you pharmacists. Antipyretics are good, like Tylenol. Anti-inflammatory is going to be ibuprofen. Okay, any one of those fine. If you have an upset stomach, take a gel capsule or get the liquid medicine is good for you. Okay, I'm not a pharmacist. I'm not a doctor. I used to work with urgent care doctors in the pharmacy business and the medical business. I know what doctors prescribe to patients. I walk behind them. Okay, I did the dirty work for those guys, but I heard everything they were giving to patients. I know. I've seen their charts. I've seen patients' charts. I know what's going on. Okay, folks. Uh, challenge your doctors. You know, doctors hold they hold a lot of insurance. Okay, they hold medical malpractice insurance. You know, if you're feeling bad, go see a fucking doctor. Have him examine you. He's got to examine you, folks. He's an MD. He went to fucking med school for that. He's got a lot of years. Got to carry a lot of fucking medical malpractice insurance, and so does the hospital you went to. Okay, so let them hold liability on your health. Okay, like I did. I went to Santa Rosa Hospital March 13th. I got cleared by the doctor. He gave me medicine. I'm on a medication, and I'm feeling better. Okay, but if you're tracked like me, they're reading your mind and know where you're at. They're gonna make it hard for you, man, because they don't want you to heal. They don't want you to feel better. You know, you're broadcasting, you know, you're feeling better. They don't want you to walk around. Okay, so they're gonna make you feel better, and that weapon gives you symptoms of what you're going through. But at the same token, you have to understand. No, I don't have the virus. I don't have a fever. For all you guys who think you have a breathing problem, go get you a pulse ox machine. Okay, it goes on your finger. Okay, and what that does, folks, what that does is it records the oxygen exchange in your blood to the oxygen for your lungs. It's called a pulse oximeter, and if you should have between 97 to 100% or 99%. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, if it goes below 94, then we're having a problem. You know. You shouldn't be having if you have whistling while you're talking, you're wheezing, shit like that. You know, while you're talking, then there's a problem. Go see a doctor immediately. They tell you having chest X-ray because when I was a X-ray technician, a lot of the patients would come in with with breathing problems, and I would take X-rays of the patient, and I would check chest X-rays of your full chest. Okay, I would take a full chest X-ray, faceward, sideways, to see what's occupying that space in your lungs. And there's certain ways when you have pneumonia or you have an infection that half of your lobe's going to decrease, and you're going to see you'll see the fluid in there. I mean, you'll see fluid in there. A good radiology tech will shoot a good picture, and you will see the discrepancy in your lungs. Okay, there's a lot of symptoms that you got to look for before you run to the hospital. Just make sure that like I said, you don't have shortness of breath. Your pulse ox are about 98%. You don't have a fever. You don't have anything like that. That's traumatic. But if you feel bad, go see a doctor, man. Put your life in his hands. That's what they're for. Okay. What else can I say? All I can say is be vigilant. If you have to, shut down your electrical devices. Electrical components, because they're tracking you through electrical components. Through your smartphones, to your computers at home. That's how they get into you. Okay. Don't go in the doctor's office and say, hey, because that's how they get you. They burn you bad. You have a lot of patients that go in there and say, they sit there and the nurse is triaging them. Do you have a family history of pneumonia? And you start telling them, some bullshit shit about, ancestors and shit had fucking, had cardiovascular or oxygen, they're missing one lung. They don't need to know that shit, man. What they need to know is about you. They're treating you, not your family, not your family history. They're treating your symptoms right now. Don't give them a fucking family history of fucking, you have a history of fucking, diabetic or cardiology or some shit like that. You don't need to know that. What you need to do is treat your symptoms right now. Okay. Don't give them something that they can come back and bite you. You're going to tell them, well, my great grandmother had cardiovascular. They're going to say, oh yeah, well then that's going to be his story. They're going to come attack you. Okay. Don't give them information to attack you on. Okay. Stay vigilant. It's about you, not about them. It's not about your history. It's about you, what you're feeling today. Okay. They have to run blood. They have to run tests and study to see what's wrong with you. Okay. But like I said, we're under attack, folks. We're under attack by satellite weapons, whether we like it or not. Okay, it's been around for a long time. And if you don't believe me, like I said, type in www.targetedjustice.com and see all the evidence that's on that website. www.paxinternational.com. These are just things that the FBI is missing for some reason. The FBI is the police force of our country, folks. They're supposed to be investigating this shit, and for some reason, they are avoiding all this corruption and all these things because they're involved in the conspiracy. They are using these weapons now to attack Americans for no reason. Okay, they're putting you on this watch list, and that's against the law. The judge just recently, Judge Tringa, look him up, Judge Tringa, Trenga, dismisses a court case because they found that the federal watch list, or terrorist watch list, was illegal. Okay, that's another case. Okay, so things are coming through they're coming through the woodwork. But I mean, folks, you have to understand the pain you're feeling now is because it's inflicted by those people up there, those idiots up there. Okay, they have a lot of power. Yeah, you got the fucking satellite and you're fucking tough and everything, motherfucker. Take the fucking satellites away and take away your tracking devices. You don't have shit, motherfucker. But because you have tracking devices and you have satellite weapons, you're fucking tough. You got big weapons and shit and you're tracking people. Take those damn weapons away and they don't have shit, okay? They have justice, they have democracy, and you have now to go back to your surveillance vans and track people and stalk people. Like right now you're watching people because you have the power. But take it away, they don't have anything, folks. You know, and it's the whole damn concept. They're using weapons against American people, which is treason, okay? Which is and you're torturing people, inflicting pain. That's torture. It's against all. Look at your Constitution. Type in federal laws for treason, type in federal laws for torture, and you will see the laws there of what the FBI is doing. They're attacking their own people as turncoats, you know, coercing all this corruption and coercing all this violence and coercing all this death, folks. But when you come up to court and you file a lawsuit, what happens to the judge? The judges take sides because either a couple of things are happening. The judges are being paid under the table, or they've invested their retirement into the weapons being built, and they don't want to tear it down. Okay, and it's corruption, folks. It's corruption at its best. And like I said, Frank Church in 1975 shut it all down, and it needs to happen now. Okay, all I can say is have some faith, be vigilant, drink a lot of water, eat right. Let's see what else. Exercise. You need some exercise, at least 30 minutes a day, folks. Get some exercise 30 minutes a day so it can circulate the blood while you're quarantined or at home. But like I said, mostly water. Drink about a liter and a half to 2 liters of water a day. Keep your hygiene at its best. You know, I brush my teeth every 3 times a day. I gargle with Listerine 3 times a day. So, you know, I'm staying healthy like the doctor ordered. That's all you can do. Do what the doctor says and make him liable for your life. Okay. If you have any questions, like I said, contact www.targetedjustice.com. Email them. You can look at richardlighthouse.com. Look at his information. He will tell you, folks. You know, I'm just giving you advice. I'm giving you evidence. I mean, I'm telling you what's going on because I've been experiencing this for almost 20 years and I've tried to stop it, but it will not stop. They will not stop because they don't want this. They don't want to shut down these fun and games, folks. If they shut it all down, they're done. Okay. So, keep an eye out for that case. I'm at the United States District Court, the United States, Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals. Okay. Up in Louisiana, and my case number is 19-51131. Good luck and God bless. Stay vigilant, stay healthy. Thank you.